Buddha was born in Nepal, that we all have this wonderful, great kind of like connection with the Buddha. So Nepal is the land of Buddha. And these teaching, the Buddha's teaching, are many places around the world. Now, special 21st century, what we call the Buddha's teaching is timeless. So 2,600 years before, Buddha taught these wonderful teachings, really benefit people that time, benefit for their life, benefit for their transforming their emotion, their mind, to get many people what we call liberated, like achieve nirvana. And now, still now, in the 21st century, around the world, people have so many emotional problems, like stress, depressed, lonely. And from there, there's so many social problems nowadays, that there's a lot of conflicts and also social divisions. And for that, these teachings are really, really beneficial. The Buddha's teaching about loving kindness and compassion, like karuna and metta. And the Buddha's teaching about the awareness, that awareness of our body, our sensation, the mind and phenomena. And also the wisdom teaching, that Buddha talked about everything is impermanent. So life is like wave of the ocean. So all these teachings cannot compare with material development. So normally everybody look for fame, power, money, but these things are really cannot give us the real happiness, real joy. So, and there are so many scientists now around the world, they also looking into the essence of this Buddha's teaching. Why? Because they discover the real happiness is cannot get from the external. So sometimes I met very rich and famous people, and at the beginning they are quite look like very happy. Namaste. But then after 10-15 minutes later, then they express their feeling and suffering. And some of them are really deep into the depression, panic, anxiety. So then I teach the teaching of the Buddha from Nepal, isn't it? So this wisdom comes from here, but then it's benefit many people around the world. So now here in Nepal, we are the land of Buddha. So we need to also really learn these teachings. We are celebrating Buddha Janti, Buddha's birthday, not just for culture celebration, not just for fun. This is very important, that not only the celebration, to really reflect about the Buddha's teaching and apply in our heart, in our life, in everyday life. So of course, suffering is everywhere. In Nepal, we have a lot of problems. We have also ups and downs of all these things. So if you not forget the Buddha's teaching, all of us, if we apply this, then there's a harmony, there's a peace, and inner transformation also helps the outer growth also. It will develop also good for your relationship, good for your work, everyday work, good for your business, good for your health, and good for entire country. These teachings are really, really precious, and it's like wish fulfilling gem. So therefore, I'm really which all of us, the celebrating Buddha Jayanti, is not just celebration, that we really deeply connect with Buddha's teaching. So there's a question that nowadays in Nepal, but not only Nepal, many places around the world, many young people around the world, of course from in Nepal also, we see that, what's the point of looking for a job? What's the point of doing something? So that there's no driving force of purpose that really give us energy. So normally in our life, one of the most important driving force is purpose or meaning. So when we see purpose of life or work or whatever we're pursuing, then we get energy, we get meaning. Then we will not become lazy. So how to develop that purpose or meaning? So the real, like what Buddha said, the teaching, Buddha's teaching about how to find purpose is when we connect with the loving kindness and compassion, karuna and metta. So then we really feel happy. We get energy. And then whatever we do in everyday life become like holiday. Even whatever your work, your job. In our life, what Buddha said, everything is connected, interdependent. So whatever we do, unless if you're doing something illegal or drug dealers or maybe stealing, a thief, all these things harm to other people. These things need to avoid. But a normal job, maybe you are household professional, maybe you are engineer, doctor, and regular worker, whatever. If you do your work with the karuna and metta, loving kindness and compassion, then your work actually helping everybody, right? It is a matter of our motivation, our intention. So when, let's say, if you become doctor or nurse or engineer or whatever, if you put your heart into your work and you can see whatever your contribution is good for the society, good for the many other people. So if you can help others, it helps you also. What Buddha said, win-win situation, good for everybody. So therefore, how to develop this sense of purpose and meaning? Maybe first important is we should practice gratitude and appreciation practice. So maybe you can write 3 things about you, about people around you, or society, and about the world. And these things no need to be big one. Like for example, I'm alive. How wonderful, right? Looks like not big deal. But actually being alive is big deal, isn't it? But normally we don't see that. We ignore. So the moment you wake up in the morning, I'm alive. Appreciate that you're alive. Appreciate that there's a roof above you. Appreciate that there's a matters below you. Ground, air, mountain, sky, sun shining. So there's so many things that with us. Then we have friends, family, parents, sibling, husband, wife, whatever we have. So we appreciate. So that appreciation is very important. Then whatever we do in our life, we need to see the meaning. We need to see the purpose. You're a cleaner. If you do good job with your cleaner, the cleaning really help you, other people, for the environment, for many, many people, right? So to finding that purpose related with the karuna and metta, with the loving kindness and compassion, and that will be really long-term benefit. If you do business, your business is really helping many other people, then they will help you also. For the long term, your business become win-win situation. Not only business, your work, whatever we do in our life, that together with the karuna, metta is very important. So Buddha has also this kind of question. So when Buddha was in the Kapil Bastu near Lumbini, Buddha has a wonderful life. The kingdom is really has prosperity, and the father and all family members really care about Buddha. And Buddha has a luxury palace. So everything's perfect. But Buddha still have question about what is the meaning of life. What is all this comes from? What is the purpose? So this question is always there. That feeling of hollowness, the empty inside, dissatisfaction, incompleteness is always there. And that question becomes stronger and stronger. Then one day Buddha go outside of palace and see sick person, dead body, old age, so many of these. Then this question even becomes stronger. Then in the end, Buddha left the kingdom and looked for answer. Many places in northern, south, many part of Nepal and India, Buddha went to many places, learned so many from great scholars, great meditators, lot of study, learning, and Buddha is a genius. Within short time, Buddha learned everything and sometimes become better than teacher. Nothing more to learn. Move to the next one. So all this learning, all this study is really good, but still Buddha didn't get the real answer. So then Buddha thought maybe have to do practice, determine, strong meditation. So Buddha went to India near Bodh Gaya, the Narajan river, near the river Buddha practiced for 6 years. Really determined and strong concentration practice, but still didn't get answer. Then Buddha thought, let go. Let go of the intellectual knowledge. Let go of tight, determined practice. And what Buddha did is, let it be as it is. Being, what we call being mind. Not doing mind, not thinking mind. Just being presence. Then Buddha recalled memory that when he was young, there's a party near Kapil Bastu in the mountain that a lot of villagers, they do like festival, farmers festival. And Buddha joined there, but then he felt a little bit bored. Then he went to near the rose apple tree, where very quiet, everything green, and he lying down next to the apple tree, look at the sky, and he just be there as it is, just relax. So he recalled that memory, just being as it is wonderful. So then Buddha got the answer. What is answer? Actually, there's no answer. No answer is the best answer. So what we call non-self. There's self, which is what we perceive, single, solid, tight, is not there. It is interdependent. Everything connects each other within yourself, outside, everything. So true nature of ourself, there is awareness, there's love and compassion, there's a wisdom. So we don't need to get rid of anything. We don't need to create anything. The most important is we need to be with our fundamental quality of the mind as it is. So through that realization, then Buddha went to Bodhi Gaya under the Bodhi tree, achieved enlightenment. Then Buddha gave a lot of teachings. So the first important phrase, what Buddha said is, I discover Dharma like nectar. It is peaceful, profound, luminous, uncontrived. But because it's beyond concept, even I teach to others, no one will understand. So I will remain in the forest with the silence. Then there's a lot of requests to Buddha to teach, and Buddha began to teach. So Buddha first taught teaching at Deer Park, Saranath, Four Noble Truths, and Rajgir about loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, emptiness, and various places. Buddha taught about Buddha nature, that we all have this wonderful nature, and if we connect our true nature through awareness, love and compassion, wisdom, then we achieve nirvana. So these teachings are really, really relevant to our life, special right now in the modern times, because we have so much clashes, suffering, emotionally inside us. So these suffering inside us cannot help by fame, power, money, whatever we gain. Real happiness cannot manifest. For example, a lot of scientists, they did research about happiness, and they look at the winning lottery. In America, if you win the lottery, 80 million. Maybe in Nepal, crores, hundreds of crores you can win. Crore. Even you win that lottery, the happiness is up for few months only. So what we all have the baseline that maybe we feel a little bit sad normal, or a little bit angry, or a little bit worried, thinking too much, or maybe a little bit moody. That baseline cannot change by winning lottery. It's changed for a few months only, then come back to the baseline. And if you have marriage, they say few years. Maybe Nepal is not different, very good, everybody happy, but in the West, few years, back to baseline. And then fame, power, money, all this doesn't help. But then what really helps is watch the boring breathing. If you practice Anapana meditation, watch your breath, breathing in, breathing out, awareness about the breath. Or all these meditations, like awareness of the body, mind, phenomena, karuna, metta, the loving kindness, compassion, the wisdom meditation, can change the baseline. So even you are not meditating, you are happier. So that sense of dissatisfaction, incompleteness, and the lonely go away. We feel like we are coming home. We feel like we are complete. So what we call lasting happiness. The real happiness comes within. So I think all of you want to be happy, right? Yes, raise your hand. I think all of us want to be happy, right? So now two choice. If you really want to be happy, so two choice. One, win the 80 million US dollar. Or second, watch the boring breathing. So which one is choose? So everybody, most people will choose winning lottery, right? But winning lottery, the scientists said, is not really helping lasting happiness. So real happiness is internal development. Like Buddha, this Buddha's teaching, if you follow that, the real happiness comes. So, hope all of you discover nirvana, the real happiness that you can discover within us, and you can help others, many other people. Thank you.